Alright, good day. Today we're going to look at some word problems. So we're going to refer to this Math Matters worksheet. We're going to start by reading and circling the key numbers. So tennis tournament has 16 players. When a player loses, that player is eliminated. So how many matches must be played if there is a winner? So according to this, we're going to underline the question. So how many matches? And I'll double underline that part. Box any math action words. I don't really see any. Maybe eliminated could be a minus. A player would be 1, so I'm going to add that. Circle. Okay, so there's a good start. So how many matches must we play? So problem solving strategy I am going to use is draw a picture. Okay. And I don't know how well that's coming in, so I'm going to switch pen. So we're going to draw a picture. Okay, so there's 1 match, 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, 8 people. So same thing over here. 2 people, 4 people, 6 players, 8 players. Okay, so now the winner of this will be represented here, and the winner of this will be represented here. Winner is here. Winner is here. Same thing here. Winner, 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 chicken dinner. Sorry, couldn't resist. Alright, so the winner of this will be here, and here, and down here. You can have the same thing. And then the winner of those two will meet, come here, and the winner of those two will be there. So now we need to figure out how many matches. Okay, well, this would be a match. This would be a match. That's a match. There's a match. Okay. See if you can finish this guy and come up with an answer. Okay, and we'll do the reveal in a second. Okay, so if you count it out, you got 4 here, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here, and 9 and 10 in that match, 9 in this match, 10 in that match, 11 in that match, 12 in that match, 13 is that match, 14 is that match, and then the final would be 15. So 15 what? 15 matches is our final answer. Okay, so that is an example of how to solve a bracket problem such as this. Okay, one method. Let's look down here to find the variables of A and F. So again, using the same kind of thing, circle the key numbers, underline the question, box any action words. So find the value of the variable and AF. So we want to find the value variable and AF. Circle any key numbers, box any action words. I don't really see that right there. Maybe circle numbers or variables. There's some numbers. Here's some variables. F is between. That could be relevant. So I'm gonna draw a picture here. There's A, there's B, and then I'm gonna put F somewhere in between, not in the middle, just closer to one side. Because it doesn't say it has to be in the middle. And then I'm just going to fill in what I know. AF is 2x plus 8. FB is 12, and then AB, or this whole thing, is 44. So I should know that if I take this and add it to this, then I'll get the whole thing, right? If I take this little piece and add it to this piece, I'll get the whole thing, right? So this time I'm going to write an equation and solve, right? And solve an equation. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 2x plus 8 plus 12 is 44. Okay, now combine like terms. I like to draw shapes around like terms so I know I need to combine them. So I get 2x plus 20 is 44. I'm going to do some algebra. Okay, want to isolate the variable. So I'm going to do the opposite operation here, and if thou shalt do it to one side, then thou shalt do it to the other. Golden rule of algebra, 2x is 24 to get rid of the 2. Another golden rule of algebra is we want ones and zeros. We got a 0 here. We want to get a 1 here, so we're going to divide by 2, and I get x is 12. Okay, so that's the first part. The value of the variable x is 12. Now I want to find AF. What is AF? Well, it says right here AF is 2x plus 8. So I'm going to take 2, I'm going to put in the 12, and I'm going to add 8. Now, order of operations says that if I'm evaluating, I should multiply first. 24 plus 8 is 32. Now, beauty of mathematics is that it checks. So, AF plus FB should be 44. So AF plus FB is AB. And we just plug in what we know or we think we know. AF is 32, FB is 12, and AB is 44. Okay, FB is 12, AB is 44. So 32 plus 12 is 44. It checks. We get a little smiley face there. It's all good. So we know that that's right. We don't have to guess. It's not social studies, you know, where we aren't 100% sure what the greatest country in the world is or what the greatest political system is. We don't know 100%. Here we do know 100%. Alright, next one. M is the midpoint of AB. If AM is 3x plus 12. Okay, so circle key numbers. There's some key numbers and variables. It says find AB. So we want to underline the question. We want to find AB. Midpoint is an action word, I would say. Midpoint, we know that's a midpoint. So I'm going to draw a picture. I got AB. And I've got M. And it says M is the midpoint. So that means that this piece is the same as that piece. Right? AM is congruent to MB. That's the definition of midpoint. Okay, so now we're just gonna fill in what we know. AM is 3x plus 12, and MB is 4x plus 3. Well, if these two things are congruent, that means, let's just plug it in. AM is, and that congruence is another way of saying that they're equal, 4x plus 3. Algebra time. We want zeros, we want ones. I see that I can get a 1 with the variable if I subtract out 3x. I get a 0 right here, which I want, and I get a 1 right here, so I get 1x, or just x. Okay, now I want variables on one side and I want constants on the other. So if I've got x here, I'd like to get the constants over here. So let's hunt that 0. That's going to get me 0 right there. And if thou shalt do it to one side, thou shalt do it to the other. So I get 9 equals 1x. Beautiful. Now, of course, we're not quite done yet. Because we have to do a little more plug and chug. So 9 equals 1x. We need to find a, b. So to do that, I'm going to find one of the halves and then just double it because it's a midpoint. So I'm going to use this one just because the numbers are a little bit smaller. But mb times 2 is going to equal am. So mb is 4x plus 3. I've got that 2 floating out there. Excuse me, not am, it's a. It's ab, it's the whole thing. So 4x plus 3, plug it in. 4 times 9 plus 3. And then I need to double it to get ab. So 36. 4 times 9 is 36 plus 3 is 39. Times 2 is ab. ab is 78 is AB. Okay. If we wanted to check it, we could plug in 9 right here, and it should be half of that, or 39. So let's do that. AM is 3x plus 12. 3 times 9 plus 12. 3 times 9 is 27 plus 12 is 39. So that checks. Right, that's half of, it's equal to the other side, and you double it, you get 2. So there you go, little word problem work. Okay, thank you for your attention. That is the last material in this chapter before we take the test. Hope this helps, and we will see you guys soon.